Some still call him overrated, but Jack Nicklaus has 18 majors. That's not luck. They called him Fat Jack. They booed him for dethroning Palmer. But somehow this same man would redefine greatness across 5 decades. Picture this. It's 1962. A chubby kid from Ohio walks onto a golf course. He has 0 professional wins. The crowd is screaming for Arnold Palmer. Palmer is golf's first movie star. He's the king. He already has 5 major titles. And here comes this unknown rookie. The fans are brutal. They're shouting Fat Jack at him. They want him to fail. They want Palmer to win. But something incredible happens. Nicklaus is down by 5 strokes. Most players would crumble. Not Jack. He charges back. He forces a playoff. Then he wins his first major championship. Palmer himself said after the match, "Now that the big guy is out of the cage, everybody better run for cover." That moment changed everything. It started one of golf's greatest rivalries. Palmer had the fans. Nicklaus had the talent. And over the next 24 years, Jack would prove something. Being liked isn't the same as being great. Let's talk about the numbers, because these numbers are insane. Nicklaus won 18 major championships. That's the most in golf history. Tiger Woods has 15. No one else is even close. But it's not just about the wins. It's about how he won them. Jack didn't just win majors. He was always there. He finished second 19 times. That's a record too. Think about that. Nicklaus had more second-place finishes than most players have, top 10 finishes. 5 of those runner-up spots were decided by 1 stroke or a playoff. He was that close to even more victories. Here's the stat that blows my mind. Nicklaus had 46 top 3 finishes in majors. Tiger Woods has 26. Jack has 20 more than the second greatest player ever. He finished in the top 5 56 times. Tiger has 33. Jack has 23 more. These aren't just good numbers. They're impossible numbers. From 1962 to 1980, Jack finished top 3 in majors 41 times. That's 54% of all majors during that stretch. In the entire 1970s, he played 40 majors. He finished top 10 in 35 of them. That's 87% for an entire decade. But here's where it gets even crazier. Jack is the only player to win the career Grand Slam 3 times. The career Grand Slam means winning all 4 majors at least once. Most players never do it once. Jack did it 3 times. He won the Masters 6 times, the PGA Championship 5 times, the US Open 4 times, the Open Championship 3 times. His major wins spanned 24 years, from 1962 to 1986. That's not a hot streak. That's a career of excellence. He played 154 consecutive majors that he was eligible for. He made 146 straight major appearances from 1962 to 1998. That's commitment. That's showing up when it matters. Now let's address the elephant in the room. The critics. They say Jack was overrated. They say he played against weaker competition. They say the fields were smaller. They say the equipment was easier. Every single one of these arguments is wrong. First, the competition. Jack played against legends. Arnold Palmer, Gary Player, Tom Watson, Lee Trevino. These weren't weekend warriors. These were Hall of Famers, multiple major winners, some of the greatest players who ever lived. When people say Jack faced weak competition, they're disrespecting some of golf's all-time greats. Second, the equipment argument. This one drives me crazy. Jack played with persimmon drivers, tiny club faces. You had to hit it perfect or you were in trouble. Golf balls were wound with rubber. They cut easily. They didn't fly as far. Modern equipment is way more forgiving. If Jack played with today's gear, he estimates he would have driven the ball 50 yards further. Think about that. Jack with modern equipment would have been unstoppable. Third, the field size argument. Yes, fields were smaller, but that doesn't matter when you're dominating the best players in the world. Jack wasn't beating up on amateurs. He was beating the best golfers of his era, consistently, for decades. Here's what the critics miss. Golf is about mental toughness. Jack was mentally stronger than anyone. He famously said golf is 90% mental and 10% physical. He believed in visualization. Before every shot, he would picture exactly what he wanted to happen. He would see the ball's flight. He would see where it would land. Then he would make the swing to match that vision. Jack's pre-shot routine was legendary. Deep breathing, staying calm, positive self-talk. He practiced meditation before it was cool. He understood pressure better than anyone. When the moment got biggest, Jack got better. That's not overrated. That's greatness. His swing was built for longevity. He played to his natural fade. He didn't try to be someone else. He didn't force an unnatural swing. He worked with what he had. That's why he could compete for so long. That's why he won his last major at age 46, the 1986 Masters, the oldest major winner ever. Let's talk about that 1986 Masters. Jack was 46 years old. Nobody expected him to win. He was past his prime. But on Sunday, something magical happened. He shot 30 on the back nine. He made putt after putt. The crowd went wild. They were chanting his name. The same fans who once booed him were now cheering for him. Jack had won them over, not with charm like Palmer, but with excellence, with consistency, with pure greatness. That win wasn't luck. It was the result of 24 years of preparation, of showing up when it mattered, of never giving up, of always believing he could win, even when everyone else had counted him out. Jack's influence goes beyond just playing. He designed over 430 golf courses around the world. His courses have hosted 292 PGA Tour events. They've hosted 59 major championships. He created Muirfield Village, one of the most respected courses in golf. He pioneered stadium golf. He made golf more exciting for fans to watch. His business empire includes equipment, apparel, and wines. He captained the President's Cup team 4 times. He made 6 Ryder Cup appearances as a player and 2 as a captain. He's still involved in golf today, still making the game better. But maybe his greatest achievement isn't on the golf course. Jack and his wife Barbara started the Nicklaus Children's Healthcare Foundation. They've raised over $220 million for sick children. They've helped kids in 119 countries. Jack says this work is more important than any putt he ever made. That's character. That's using success to help others. So let's settle this once and for all. Jack Nicklaus isn't overrated. He's the standard. He's the benchmark. He's the greatest winner golf has ever seen. When people argue about who's the GOAT, they're really arguing about who comes closest to Jack. Not who's better than him, because no one is. Tiger Woods is incredible. He dominated his era. He changed the game. But he has 15 majors. Jack has 18. Tiger had a higher peak, but Jack had a longer peak. Jack was excellent for 24 years. That's not overrated. That's legendary. The fans who once called him Fat Jack eventually learned to love him. They saw his class, his dedication, his respect for the game. They saw him handle winning and losing with equal grace. They saw him push other players to be better. They saw him make golf better. From that first major in 1962 to his final major in 1986, Jack Nicklaus proved something. Greatness isn't about being liked. It's about being excellent. It's about showing up when it matters. It's about doing it again and again and again. For decades, Jack Nicklaus earned every one of those 18 majors. He earned every one of those 73 PGA Tour wins. He earned his place in history, not through luck, not through weak competition, not through easy conditions, through pure greatness, through being the best when it mattered most. The Golden Bear isn't just a nickname, it's a promise that excellence will be rewarded, that consistency matters, that showing up matters, that mental toughness matters, that when the pressure is highest, the truly great players rise to meet it. Jack Nicklaus was never overrated. He was exactly what he appeared to be. The greatest golfer who ever lived. The standard by which all others are measured. The proof that greatness isn't about moments. It's about decades. It's about a lifetime of excellence. And nobody did it better than Jack. If you agree that Jack Nicklaus is the greatest golfer ever, hit that like button. Drop your favorite Jack moment in the comments below. And subscribe for more stories about the legends who define their sports. Because greatness deserves to be remembered. And Jack Nicklaus deserves to be celebrated.